What's up, you guys? Welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Malika Mai, and if you guys are returning, hey girla. So sorry y'all, I'm looking a little beat today. Like, it's just been a long day, but you know what? I'm here and I'm excited to get this video out for you guys because it's important to be unapologetic. Like, I've been practicing this as much as I can because nobody is you. And if people make you feel bad for being you, that is a them problem, right? We are all put on this earth to be our most valuable self, like our highest self. And that comes with being an individual, right? I feel like society nowadays lacks individuality. Ooh, that's a big word. Shout out to me. Right? But it's really important. Like let's normalize individuality. Like, be unapologetically you, whatever that means. Be you and don't feel sorry. Don't feel bad because you want to be you. You want to be happy, right? Like, think about it. When you're a child, you're completely different from everybody else. Like, you like certain things. You probably like to play with Bratz dolls or Barbie dolls, or I don't know. Like, me growing up, I used to love playing with Bratz. I used to love playing with Barbies. I used to love playing outside and climbing trees and hopping fences and riding bikes. Like, I used to have a tomboy side. I still have my tomboy side and I still have my girly side, right? It's a balance. So these things, these traits, these flaws, these characteristics, these all make you you. And it's important to be unapologetic, right? Why would you feel sorry for being you? Have you ever felt sorry for being you? Like, ask yourself that. And it's okay if you have, because I remember I used to go to private school. The girls didn't look like me. They looked like Hailey Bieber. So, like, of course I'm going to feel bad and not be unapologetically me because I'm trying to be like the girls that are like Hailey Bieber. Whole time I'm really T. Like, whole time I'm T. And I'm not saying that they're not T, but it's just like I wasn't seeing my own worth, right? It's important to see your own worth because you're missing out on what God has created. God created you to be you. Why would you want to be somebody else, right? And being unapologetic means living in your truth, right? I am an outspoken person. I am a leader. I am a, like, not loud, but like when it comes to voicing my opinion, I say what I have to say and I stand on it. I'm very direct. I'm very blunt, and I know what I want, and I know the path and avenue and the direction that I'm going. So it's hard for somebody to speak over me because I'm going to be like, it's okay for you to have an opinion, but this is how I feel. And this is, like, you're going to acknowledge how I feel, especially if I'm acknowledging how you feel, right? Being unapologetically you is standing up for yourself, is not caring what other people think, is literally living your truth and being exactly who you're supposed to be, right? If you want to post whatever you want to post on Instagram, that's a part of being unapologetically you. If you're not following trends and you're going in your own path and you're doing your thing and being happy, that's a part of being unapologetic, right? You're living a certain life that other people aren't living. And it's okay to not follow other people. I think in today's society, we as a society have lost the art of individuality and truly, like, going on our own path and being different. Like, it's okay to be different. I've always known that I was different, right? And knowing that you're different and being a star and being a light, that it comes with certain things, right? Because I know that I'm all these things, I know that my intuition is very strong. Like, because my intuition is very strong, I can tell and feel other people's energy. So especially if I'm unapologetic and I come across somebody who's not unapologetically them, who doesn't know themselves, and who's a hater and who's jealous and who's envious and who has demons, like, I can keep it going, y'all. Especially if I'm intuitive and I can feel that and I can sense that, I'm going to mirror somebody else's behavior. And people don't like when you mirror their own behavior because they hate looking at themselves. They hate sitting with themselves. Let's keep it a being, right? The reason why you get so much hate and jealousy is because you do live your life. You know how to do it. You're not pressed about what other people are doing. You don't need to be pressed about what other people are doing. You see what I'm saying? So when you're just living your life, you're vibing, you're out, you're doing whatever, and you come across somebody who doesn't know them and who's a follower, you're going to mirror exactly the behavior that they've been running from this whole time. You're going to show them what accountability really looks like. And I only know that because I've experienced that in my life a lot of times, right? I'm so strong and confident and I know who I am to where when people come, like when people encounter me or I come in these certain friendships or relationships, the only thing that I'm doing is reflecting back to you who you really are. I'm so intuitive and I'm so unapologetically me that the only reason why we're having a problem is because you're seeing yourself in me. You're seeing all the qualities that you wish you could be, right? You're seeing the potential in yourself in me, but you're not taking accountability for you. That's why you have an issue with me. That's why you're jealous of me. That's why you pretend to be me, because you want to be me, but you're not strong enough, right? Do you ever get that feeling? It's just like, well, why are you hating on me? Why are you hating on little old me? I'm here being regular. I wake up just like the rest of y'all, right? I go to sleep. I go pee. I eat. I go to the gym. I works. We all do the same thing daily. Maybe not daily, but it's just like, as a human, we all do the same thing. So why do you feel the need to show out? Why are you portraying this certain behavior? Is it because you don't like what you see? Is it because you don't like what's reflecting in front of you? You got to understand, people don't like to see themselves in a negative light. People don't want to hold themselves accountable. You think that just because you're doing all the work and you're healing and your journey is going great, you think that other people would be on the same path as you? You're wrong. You're wrong. That's why it's always important to just be you. Just be you. Don't even worry about anybody else. Because the moment you worry about somebody else and you try to help them and you try to bring them along and you're trying to be that good friend, they're going to bring you down. They're going to keep bringing you down and down and down. And that's not fair to you. And I only know that coming from experience, y'all. I only know that. I don't want to put all the business out there, but I just want to give you this example, like a brief example of my most recent fallout. I'm not going to tell the whole thing, but it's just like, since I'm so self-aware and I am very, very intuitive, I was picking up on the red flags immediately, but I was pushing it to the side, right? And then it just got to a point where I was like, you know what? I'm noticing these patterns in your behavior and I don't fuck with that no more. Excuse my language, but I don't fuck with that. And I called it out. I said it what it was. And it ended up terminating the friendship. Unfortunately, the other party didn't want to take accountability because of the reflection that I was giving them. I know what I was doing. I know who I am. I don't have an issue taking accountability for the things that I do. Clearly. But when it comes to the other side, it takes two to tango. This is an A and B conversation. So if you're not taking accountability and being responsible for your actions and your behavior, unfortunately, we're not even on the same frequency. We probably were never on the same frequency. Maybe for a little bit, but I'm wasting my time here because now you're not even trying. You're just completely playing the victim. So I'm done. No more. No mas. It's okay. Sometimes what you have to do is take yourself out of it. And it's so easy, right? Once you practice this and you get good at it, then you're just like, I don't even need this anymore because I know me. That's what it means to be you, unapologetically you. You don't put up with the bullshit. You don't have time for others to not take accountability for their actions. This is all a part about being a good human being, right? Who doesn't want to be a good human being? Do you want to be a good human being? Like, straight up. What are you even doing with your life if you're not trying to be the best version of yourself? Straight up. Why are you even going around portraying yourself as this, that, and the other when you know that you're not even the best human? What sense does that make? What are you sitting up here flaunting for the media and posting on social media like you're an influencer, but what are you influencing? When deep down you ain't You see what I'm trying to say? That's why it's important to use your discernment. Because why are you sitting up here idolizing these quote unquote influencers, right? But what are you really influencing if you're not practicing being a better person? Being a better person is, number one, taking accountability and being responsible, especially at this big grown age. Especially. What is the point? What is the point? What are you doing it for? Honestly. Because what sense would it make for me to come up here every single day and post a YouTube video and talk to y'all about all this kind of stuff, multiple different topics, right? What sense would it make for me to even do that if I'm not practicing the work, if I'm not doing the work on myself? I'm not worried about other external things. I'm worried about my insides, my internal, my soul, my spirit, my mental, my physical. That's what I'm working on. What sense would it make for me to worry about money, cars, followers, hoes, guys, basketball? Like, what sense does that make? What is that doing for anybody? That's gonna come, of course. But why would I sit here and make that my focus? You see what I'm saying? Why would I sit up here and be worried about going to the strip club each and every day? Why would I sit up here and be worried about like streaming and like having this boy girl content? Like, you see what I'm trying to say? And I'm not trying to put anybody out on the spot, but what are you really influencing? And this, I'm not trying to make this go in a certain direction, but it's just like, when you know exactly who you are, you don't even try to front for the media. You don't have to front for the media, because authenticity, it shows. Like, being genuine, that shows. That speaks volumes. I don't have to portray myself as this, that, and the other. And neither do you. Don't listen to other people trying to call you messy and saying that you don't got it and you don't know what you're doing. And they don't know who they are. The people who don't know themselves and who are trying to find themselves will always bring other people down with them, because they need somebody to be in the dark and coldness with. I don't want to be dark and cold. What? So imagine if you were alone and you're dark and you're cold and you're in a sunken place, you want other people to be there. But if I'm outside and it's warm and it's sunny, what? I know I just said you want other people to be there, but you don't want to be by yourself and cold, right? That's why other people are trying to bring you down instead of lifting you up. You want people to lift you up. I know I probably didn't make any sense right there. But you see how I'm being myself and I can admit these kind of things. People who are trying to front for the media and not using, their characteristics and their qualities will probably cut that out. I'm not cutting that out. I don't really care, honestly. Y'all get what I'm trying to say, right? Be intuitive. Use your discernment, right? Listen to that gut feeling. Listen to your heart. That gut feeling that you feel, your intuition, that's the spiritual realm. I always tell you guys that on my channel. That is the spiritual realm. That is God talking to you. So you better pick up the phone and answer, because it's always important. Know who you are. Be unapologetically you. Don't let anybody else try to tell you who you are, especially your parents. Okay? I seen this on TikTok today. This girl had said, decenter your mother. Lord, if I could have went through the phone and gave her a hug, because, oh my gosh, I used to center my mother so much and it just messed me up, because any little thing she would say, I would take it and I would go with it, right? And I would not be my own individual self. Instead of, you know what, that's my mom's opinion. She's just speaking off of her experience, but I need to just not absorb that and maybe just listen and just keep going about my day, instead of letting it affect my day and absorbing all of that information, right? So I don't know if you have that same situation where you censor your parents and you take their advice or their opinions and you let it get to them, and girl, don't even worry about it. If I have guys watching, bro, don't even worry about it, right? Don't worry about nobody else but you. And if you get nervous because you're like, well, I don't know and I don't trust myself, that's how you know. You just need to go a little bit deeper. Go a little bit deeper. Sit in silence. When you sit in silence, you hear everything. Okay? When you sit in silence, you hear everything. Trust yourself. We're supposed to trust ourselves. You don't need to listen. It's okay to get advice, right? Because it's okay. It's okay to watch videos. It's okay to consume certain content to give you advice and motivate you and inspire you. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is take some time to feed your soul and listen to what you really like, to what you really want. Because the more you do that, the more you practice that, the more confident you are. The more confident you are, the better decisions you can make, the better choices you can make for yourself. The better choices and decisions you can make for yourself, right? The more unapologetic you can be. The more unapologetic you can be, the louder your intuition is, right? The longer you sit in that silence, the louder your intuition is, right? The louder your intuition is, it's easy for you to use your discernment and reflect back people's behaviors because you already know you know what you go for, you know what you want, and you know that whatever people are projecting is not you. All right? Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like this video, please give this video a like. If you guys have any questions or comments, you know what to do. Leave it down in the bottom, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.